feeling like I'm academics. Can't
I
ride
see
no
this though. Again, I'm trying to stay out of the politics thing, but there's a lot of like topics that's jumping out of it. Trump, since elected, has pardoned the person who founded. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Silk Road, right? So Silk Road was an online black marketplace. Was an online black marketplace that people were able to buy and purchase many illicit things, including drugs, weapons. They could even purchase a hitman to go do their bidding. It was ran and owned by someone that was popularly known by this pseudonym, which was Dread Pirate Roberts. Okay. Now, later on, we found out his real name was Ross Ulbricht, right? And the story of it, I don't know if you guys seen the documentaries. I've been like spammed by it in my YouTube algorithm where they're talking about it. This guy essentially was running this site that people found out was the way that they could buy drugs in a very covert way. They could do all these type of things, but all they need was Bitcoin. Why does all this matter? Trump is the first president. Like, there was a crypto, like what was Soldier Boy and Snoop and Rick Ross performed. That was the crypto ball. Trump even launched a fucking coin, Trump coin. His wife Melania launched a Melania coin. So Trump is really heavy. The first president ever to be really heavy on coins, and really meme coins, but still cryptocurrency. And what happened is that not only is he promoting his own shit, he gets in office, and rather, majority of the pardons we see is when a president's on the way out. We do know this is Trump's supposed last term. Trump is pardoning people right now. He pardoned 1,500 people from the January 6th thing, and he also pardoned Dread Pirate Roberts, which is known as Ross Ulbricht. Now, because this guy owned this website that you could literally have bought a bomb, you could have bought a grenade, you could have bought an RPG, you could have hired a hitman to go kill your op. These things were happening on his website. Later, when they found out the use of it, and by the way, he was up to some bullshit too. He was trying to get some of the people he didn't like, even Clapton. When some people had stole some Bitcoin from him, and some other people were like threatening him and this and third, and he was down to do some alleged nefarious things. Anyway, by the time the site got shut down, he got arrested. He was then subsequently sentenced to 2 years. No, 2 lifetime. So 2 life sentences plus like 40 years or something like that. I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, just to let you know how big the site was between February 2011 and 2013, the site facilitated sales amounting to around 9,519,664,000 Bitcoin. Just to put in perspective, one Bitcoin currently is around $103,000. So to put this in perspective, it would be trillions of dollars. Okay, so they shut down the website in October 2013, and then they later arrested him, and he was convicted in federal court for multiple charges relating to the operation of this website. It was called the dark web. I think you had to use like Tor browser or something like that to get on it, and you had to use Bitcoin, which at that point people thought was completely untraceable before people kind of realized about the blockchain and shit like that. To deal with these transactions. And once they realized that, this website and the owner of the website was pretty much almost complicit by ignoring the fact that there was crime and people using their website for criminal activities, he was subsequently given 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole. Okay. He was locked up and been incarcerated for, I think, about 12, 13 years since 2013 or so. But Donald Trump pardoned him. So he was going to die in jail. 2 life sentences means you're not getting out. No parole. You're never getting out. Trump pardoned him, right? Obviously, the crypto community is going crazy because this is one of the people, if you think about cryptocurrency, he's one of the people who really spurred that market, because when people were trying to figure out what could Bitcoin be used for at the very early stages, his website gave actual utility. Well, you don't want to get tracked. You want to be off the grid, and you want to purchase illicit things, drugs, order hits, buy bombs, grenades, RPGs. You want to do some fuck shit, you want to get some shrooms or whatever the case is, you could purchase it via Bitcoin on this supposedly non-traceable website that keeps you anonymous, and you could essentially have a drug trade or whatever the fuck going on. And yeah, people start using Bitcoin more and more, and later on we found out that Bitcoin was going to be adopted by people. Now these days, Bitcoin is a legitimate asset. Well, let's not say asset, but it's one of the very valuable things that now, I think even the government is basing a lot around, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, his arrest and trial, this and third, but yeah, Trump has now pardoned him. Now apparently, I think he did an interview recently. Russ Ulbricht. By the way, if I'm going too fast for y'all with the story with this, I do think that you guys should take the time to watch one of these documentaries or whatever the case is. There's many documentaries about him. Let's see. Anything that I could watch real quick?
Among more than 1,000 people writing, the scum that worked to convict him were some of the same lunatics who were involved in the modern day weaponization of government against me. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer for more on this. So first of all, Brian, what led exactly to his conviction, and why do you think he's getting...
Okay, so he did speak, and I encourage everybody to follow my second page that posts a lot of stream stuff is back up. The dude who came out of jail for the first time. There was actually even a picture of him walking out of jail, which was kind of very surprising. I think he, before now he was probably expecting to spend the rest of his life in prison. Do I have the picture of him walking out of jail? Yes, this is him walking out of prison, and now subsequently he's spoken. And I'm not going to lie, just like how Big Meech came home, he's the crypto Big Meech times 20, okay? This is what he had to say about the pardon, and he's now free. So he was in a jail cell serving life yesterday. He's now free today, all because of Big Donald Trump.
Last night, Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was doing life without parole, and I was locked up for more than 11 years. But he let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word. Thank you so much, President Trump, for giving me this amazing blessing. I am so grateful to have my life back, to have my future back, to have this second chance. This is such an important moment for me and for my whole family. It's an important moment for everybody who's been working for this for years. This is a victory, and it's your victory too. And this is an important moment for everybody, everywhere, who loves freedom and who cares about second chances. So it feels amazing to be free, to say the least. It's overwhelming, and for the next however long we need, I'm going to be with my family so that we can reunite and be whole again and heal. But there's a lot to talk about, and I look forward to re-engaging with the free world. And so once I'm feeling up to it, we'll talk again. Last night, Donald Trump granted me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, I'm not trying to do too much politics talk here. I think Donald Trump is gonna be on some radical shit. He know this is probably the last hurrah for him, and he's gonna do a lot of things that are very maybe non-standard. Usually, people issue the majority of their pardons during the ending of their presidency. Obviously, we saw with Joe Biden. He pardoned his family and also the January 6th committee and all these other things. Trump is like, fuck that. I'm not waiting till the end. I'm pardoning shit day one. So it's going to be interesting. I do think this guy is interesting because I do think he's really integral to the whole crypto community. So what he has to say is going to definitely help drive the market. There's a part of me that thinks that, Donald Trump, he's definitely on his business shit. Now, whether you want to believe that he's here to create opportunities that will trickle down and help you get some bread, or he's just doing it to set himself up and his family and his friends. It's up to you for you to make those decisions, right? Somebody said, get him on Rogan. Yeah, that's going to be a hell of an interview. I can't wait to hear that one if it happens, right?